Okay, so after months of waiting, we have the Black Ops 3 Gumball Machine perk details for Black Ops 3 Zombies. So let's jump straight into it with the first perk. Okay, so first of all, we have Aftertaste, which its effect kicks in immediately, and it lasts for 3 rounds, I think. And this basically means that you don't lose any of the perks when you're down. So like, say you've got like Juggernaut or something on, this is basically, this Gumball Machine, I think it just gives you abilities, not actual perks. So I think you still get perks, but like when you're down you don't lose anything, but you do need to be revived if you're down still. So on to the next one. Okay, so now we have a bit more of a harder one to pronounce. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Alchemical Antithesis. I might be wrong. And this is player activated, and it lasts for 30 seconds only. So you've got to make the most of it whilst you can. And basically, for every 10 points you get from like killing zombies or building windows, you get 1 ammo for your current weapon instead. So basically you don't get the points, but you get 1 ammo. So you got to make sure you're shooting these zombies quickly, and make sure you make the most of it within them 30 seconds. On to the next perk. Okay, so now we have a sort of difficult, well, not difficult really, it's basically quick draw really. It's called Always Done, and it's basically quick draw, yeah, and it kicks in immediately, and it only lasts for 3 rounds, so you'd have to get it again in the Gumball Machine. But you can walk around in aim down sight faster, so like you're moving around, so basically you've got stock and you can aim down sight in and out faster. So this basically means you've got stock and quick draw kicked into your gun, put onto your gun, and it's like just hits you immediately. And now let's get on to the next perk, which everybody knows what it is. It's a perk from multiplayer, and you might like it. It's similar to PhD Flopper. Right, so now we have Danger Close, which again, like I said, it's similar to PhD Flopper, and you'll get 0 explosive damage occurring to you. So like, you could throw a grenade, wouldn't affect you at all, just like PhD Flopper. So they've sort of found a way to bring old perks back, but in a new revived sort of way, and I think this is pretty cool. And the next one I think you might like, you know, if you're in a tricky situation. Okay, so now we have Dead of Nuclear Winter, which I think sounds sick. It just sounds cool. Dead of Nuclear Winter. You don't get a better name than that. And it's player activated, and you get to use it twice. So you use it once when you're stuck in a tricky situation, and then you use it again if you need it again. But it's a useful perk, I'd say, or ability. And basically you spawn a nuke power up. So again, they're bringing back nukes and all that instead of the DNA bomb from Advanced Warfare. And basically it's pretty cool. Just spawning that nuke could be helpful, like on them higher rounds. You've got to get rid of the zombies quick, so you can get into a more tactical position, one where you're easily able to get out of it if you're stuck before. And now get on to the next perk, which again I think is pretty cool. And I think that most of them are cool, but like some of them are pointless, like and also all of these perks will be in alphabetical order, just in case you were wondering, just a little back there. Now on to the next perk. Okay, so basically we have the Ephemeral Enhancement, I think that's how you say it. Yeah, Ephemeral Enhancement, and it's player activated, and again you get to use it 2 times, but it's only for 30 seconds, and this, I'd say this has got to be the best perk ability by far. You get to use it for 30 seconds, and when you use it, it turns your current gun into a Pack-a-Punch version. So that's pretty cool, I'm not even gonna lie, I think that's sick. But now let's go on to another perk. Again, we have another sort of cool perk, which is firing on all cylinders, which is immediate. It kicks in straight away for 3 rounds only, and it gives you the ability to fire while sprinting. So like, it's gung-ho off of Advanced Warfare, or I don't know what the other perks are from other Call of Duties, but it's basically one of them where you're just jogging and sprinting at the same time, and it's an alright one, but it's a bit of a letdown really. I thought it'd be better. And now we have another cool perk, which I'd say. Okay, so this one, I think you'll all be glad to know that this is again returning to the Zombie series, and this is called Immolation Liquidation, and it's a bit of a mouthful to say, but again, it's a cool perk. I reckon you lot are going to love it, and it's player activated again, and you can use it 3 times, and this, you spawn a fire sale power up. So basically, let's say you've got what perk was it? Let's say you've got Alchemical Antithesis, and you're getting the ammo for every 10 points. Basically, you just get more ammo for the guns you've got, and you just go and buy a new one, basically, and you use these 2 perks together. It'll be amazing, because you get 10 points to buy that gun, and then like you can just spray and play at the same time. Like, it's a good plan if you want to combine them. And we also have another perk called I'm Feeling Lucky, which you can only use once, and it's player activated, and it just spawns a random power up, which again, it could be useful, but it could also be just pointless. It could be absolutely terrible when you need like a nuke or something like that. Now on to the next perks. Just a second. Okay, so basically we have another one which is sort of like makes you invisible, sort of, and this was seen in the Zombies trailer, where the character got ignored by all zombies, and like they just split into 2 sort of groups, and this is called In Plain Sight, and it's player activated. So like most of these abilities are player activated, and you'll get ignored by zombies for 10 seconds, and it's only useful 1 time. You can only use it once. So like, say you're swarmed by a zombie or something, you just use this and you get out of the situation quickly, and again find a tactical position. Now on to the next perk, Killing Time. Okay, Killing Time, it's player activated ability, and you can only use it once, and it means zombies will stand still for 20 seconds. If they are shot, if shot, they are marked, and they get annihilated after the 20 seconds are up. So like, basically, you shoot the zombies, and you might get points for them, but they won't die until the 20 seconds is up. So basically, they're sort of in time, and like moving in fast. You're moving like really fast or something like that. So for you, it seems like a instantly over. Shut down. Now on to Killjoy. Okay, so Killjoy is basically you spawn a Carpenter power up, which I don't think it's very cool. You get to use it 3 times, and it's player activated, but again, it's not the best perk. They could have just got rid of this. I don't really like it, but you know, others might find it useful. Now on to the next perk. Yes, that's right, you heard me say it, Lucky Prick. It's a bit of a weird name, it's a bit eccentric, and it happens immediately, and it's for 1 round only, and so if you get it at the beginning of the round, it's more useful, and you get an additional roll against a percentage chance on the player's AAT. So like, I have no clue what this means. I haven't got a clue what the player's AAT is, or an additional roll against the percentage chance. But you know, it might be that you get an additional roll against the percentage chance of getting the specialist ability, like the player's ability in zombies or something like that. I don't know, but it seems like it might be a good perk if I knew what it was. Just a second. Now onto Now You See Me, similar to the film. Okay, so Now You See Me, it basically means that it can only be used once, and for 10 seconds all the zombies will target you specifically. So say you've got a good gun, but like you've got no points now, and you ain't getting any zombies because your teammates are hogging you. Just use this ability, and like maybe if you're in trouble your teammates will help you out and all that, but if you've got a good gun and you want to get the points, just use this ability, I'd say. And there's also another perk called One for the Road, which it means it increases the normal limit of 4 perks to 5 for 10 seconds, well, for 10 minutes. So basically it kicks in immediately, and so we are back to the normal limit of 4 perks. So we're bringing this back from Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1 where you only get 4, but now you can get the 5 with this ability. So now let's get on to the next perk. Okay, so we've got another one called Wonder House, this is called, and it's a weird name really, and it spawns a free perk power up. So similar to what the witches in Buried drop, they drop a free perk when you kill them all, but this is player activated and you can only use it once, which is pretty fair, I'd say. And now we have another perk which I think is pretty cool, and I reckon you'll like it. Okay, so this has just blown my mind I'm out of the ballpark right now. Perkaholic, it kicks in immediately and it lasts until you're downed, and you get all of the perks in the map. This is the Tombstone glitch, but it just gives you them all for free instead of having to buy a perk and all that. You just get them all for free for probably like the price of 2,000 points or something like that. This is crazy. This is like the first time we've been given all the perks for free without having to do like an Easter egg or something like that. It's just crazy. Like in Call of the Dead you had to kill George and you'd get all the perks, I believe it was. But this is crazy. On to the next perk. I don't think any of the perks can top this though. It's just crazy. Okay, so we have Phoenix Up, which basically revives everyone and keeps all their perks. So you can use it once. So say you're at the end of a match and like everybody's gone down and you're like the last surviving, and you couldn't survive it on your own. You use this perk once, and I reckon you can keep it as long as you want, and it will revive everyone and keep all their perks. So it's helpful for you, it's helpful for everybody else, and it just keeps that zombies experience going that little longer. But I reckon this will be a fun ability to use. Now we have a sort of interestingly named perk, and it's similar to one of the old weapons, Pop Shot. It's a bit of a weird name. Right. So this Pop Shot, bit of a weird name. It's a player knifing ability, and it's only usable for 5 stab attacks. And basically, whenever you stab somebody, it does electrical arc damage to nearby zombies. So it will be like the Wonder Waff from Deriz, I think it's called, yeah. Deriz is basically the Wonder Waff, but with a knife. So it has the same ability, spreads to other zombies, but it just starts with a knife, and this is pretty cool. It's only usable for 5 attacks, but you know, it can be useful in a tricky situation. Now on to the next perk, and you might like this, you probably won't, it's not too bad. Here we have sort of first ability. It kicks in immediately and lasts for 2 rounds, and a sort of grenade icon, similar to multiplayer grenade icon, shows up when any zombie is within 10 feet of you, so they can't sneak up on you. But like, it's not really useful because like, you're never really getting snuck up on zombies once you know a map. You're in that tactical position, but you know, it might be helpful in like higher rounds, I'm not too sure, but you know, I don't think it's really useful. Now onto the next perk. Okay, so we have Respin Cycle, which is player activated and you can use it twice, and it makes the mystery box respin to a new weapon choice. So I thought a couple of months back the mystery box was in it. Like, we had other YouTubers saying, oh, I didn't see the mystery box in this video, but if you looked closely, there was a sort of teddy bear sitting on a bunch of boxes, and that is the classic mystery box sort of place. So this perk could be useful. Say you get a crappy sort of gun you don't really need, you know, you just get a new one, get a more useful weapon hopefully. But it's all a bit of luck really. Onto the next perk, which could be useful and it could be dangerous or pointless really. Right, so basically stop option, it lasts 5 minutes and it kicks in straight away, and it basically means you don't need to reload a weapon, and ammo is pulled from the stock before the clip. But it just seems pointless. It's crappy. You don't need it, you just reload after the clip. You don't go down because you're not reloaded quick enough. You buy a speed cola or something like that. You buy a useful perk. You don't need this because it only lasts for 5 minutes really. Who would want that? Absolutely crap. But on to the next perk anyway. Impatient. This is the name of one of the new perks, and it kicks in immediately and lasts until bleed out, and you basically respawn when the last zombie of the round spawns rather than the start of the next round. But why would you want it? Like, you can wait till that last zombie is killed really. Like, maybe if people are trying to get all their perks and stuff it might be irritating, but you know, what's the point of having that ability when you could have something more useful like Perkaholic or One of the House or Now You See Me? What is the point of that perk? Like, there are some pretty useless perks in this list, but you know, it's Treyarch's cool. They want to put them in the game, let them put them in the game. I'm not going to complain. Right, so Swordplay, which is the sort of well, it wasn't the ability we saw in the trailer, but this basically means you get a 5 times multiplier on any knife damage you do, and it lasts for 5 minutes, and it starts as soon as you swallow the gumball. So it's an alright perk, gets you extra points. Seems okay, I might like to use it. Wall Power. It kicks in immediately and lasts until the next primary wall buy purchase. So the next wall buy weapon purchase provides the weapon's Pack-a-Punch version. So that would be pretty cool. Like, you pick up a Olympia, you'll get the Hades or you'll get the M14 and you'll end up getting the Amnesia. And it's just a cool ability to have. And now finally we have the last and final ability. Who's Keeping Score? That is the name of this ability, Who's Keeping Score, and it's player activated. You can use it twice, which is pretty coincidental seeing as it spawns a double points power up. So you use it twice and it spawns a double points power up. So it's a bit of a coincidence there, and that was the final perk. That's all for today. I hope you liked some of the perks. I mean, personally, I liked a few. I didn't like others, but that's me. You might like some which I don't like, or you might not like what I like, but You know, it's up to you, it's your opinion. Just let me know what you think about the video in the comments, and I'll see you tomorrow with another video.